Hi, Mike. My name's Crystal. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Mike. So before we get started, I just want to go over a confidentiality statement with you. Everything will be confidential between you and I, but if I do feel like you are in harm to yourself or in harm to someone else, then I am mandated to report that. But other than that, this is a safe space, and whichever me and you talk about today will be between you and I, okay?
Okay.
All right. So if you're ready to begin, we can go ahead and begin.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, so what brings you in today?
Well, I was just recently diagnosed with a chronic liver condition. I was told I should, go see a specialist, get a second opinion, but I honestly don't want to, mostly because I'm scared. I'm scared of what they're going to tell me. I'm scared that, they can't help me.
Mhm.
Um, and also the fact that lately I've just been feeling down and out, anxious, just feeling it all. And it's taking a toll on my family. So my wife, Rita, said, hey, you need to go talk to someone. So here we are.
Well, Mike, I'm glad you took the initiative to come in, and I did go over your intake form that you filled out, and I do have some information. I do see that you did put down there that you have a alcohol
Yeah, a
going
chronic
on right now.
alcohol problem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Would you
Yeah.
would you like to talk more about that, to elaborate more on your
I've been drinking since I was 15. I used to drink with my parents. Mom and dad, I'd come home from school and there was mom and dad out by the pool just drinking. It was just a norm for me. I would just pick up a beer and it was like it was nothing, you know? And so that's how it began. That's how it started. So then it went into looking for any reason to drink. Oh, this one graduated from this. I got an A in this, and here we are. Now I'm 55 years old and now I have a chronic liver condition.
just if you do see me looking away from the camera, I'm just making some notes as well, okay? Just wanted to let you know that. Um, so Mike, I do hear that you've been drinking since you were at the age of 15 and you've been drinking with your parents. Is there anything that's causing you to drink today?
I drink because it's there. I drink because it makes me feel good. I drink because I've always drank. I drink to drink. You know, there really is no rhyme or reason. It's just something that I've been doing for years and years and years, and now it's caught up to me.
Okay, Mike, I want to ask you about your family history. Are there any mental health issues or any diagnosis for yourself or any family members that you know of?
Um, Three of mental health illness in the family, not as far as I know. You know, I don't. There is no history of. I mean, besides feeling a little anxious here and there, a little down and out, but other than that, there's nothing significant.
Right, and I did hear you say that your parents, they were alcoholics as well, right?
Yes, they were, and they're no longer with us. Both have since passed.
Mike, are you working right now?
Yes, I work in construction. Yeah, I work here in Syracuse for Simmons Home Builders, you know. So that's what I do, and I've been doing it for years.
Um, d is the alcoholism, is that affecting your work or affecting your home life?
I do not drink on the job. I don't drink before I go to work. I only drink after I come home from work.
Okay. And can I ask you about your family of origin? Do you have any siblings? You said your parents have
I have,
passed.
yes, both Glenn and Irene have since passed, and I have two older sisters, Kate and Rebecca. One's a dentist, one's a veterinarian. Good people, both good people, successful. They don't drink.
Okay. And do you and Rita have children together?
Yes, we have 5 kids. We have 3 boys and 2 girls. And unfortunately, one of my daughters and one of my sons are both alcoholics too. And I just can't help but feel that that is my fault. They watched me drink their entire life, and now they're both alcoholics. And I just feel like a failure as a father. Like, I love them, I birthed them. Like, that's, the life I gave to, I feel like I ruined. So I can't help. It doesn't matter what happens to me, but it matters what happens to them.
So that's taking a toll on you, feeling the blame and feeling the reasoning, you are the reasoning for them drinking.
Yes, I feel very guilty. I feel an immense amount of guilt. You, you. Oh, excuse me.
And how is your relationship with your wife? How would you describe?
Oh, excuse me. My allergies. You, you. Rita is the best. We met when I was drinking. She worked at an outpatient clinic 29 years ago. Don't tell her though, because I can't remember. My mind is shot. Um, you know, but there she was, and we met, and I asked her out while she was cleaning off the vomit off of me. Can you believe it?
Oh,
And she said yes, and here we are, 20 some odd, 29 years later. So she has definitely been my rock. She's very supportive. She does not obviously like the alcohol thing. That's why I'm here.
yeah.
So I'm trying to counteract what I can, save what I can. So
So, Mike, I want to ask you, how is your moods with the alcohol? Are your are they any different? Do you find any different date you're having different days with different
I
moods?
just feel like I feel good. The alcohol makes me feel good. I feel like a lot of people, everybody's addicted to something, and alcohol is we'll call it drug of choice. I
Mm.
can't help it. It's just, I don't know, it makes me feel good. It relaxes me. And I know there's more positive ways to relax and cope and do things, but I don't know any of those ways because this is what I've always known. This is what I've always done.
I see that on the intake form as well. You said that you're feeling very depressed. Would you want to talk about the
I'm
depression of
depressed
what you're
because I
feeling?
feel like you know, I'm depressed because I feel like I've ruined my kids. I'm depressed because I have a chronic liver condition and I don't know how to come back from that. I'm afraid of what the
Mhm.
doctors are going to say. I'm afraid if I take that step and go see a specialist, what are they going to say? What am I going to do? This might be it. So that's where I'm at right now.
Can I ask you about your social life? Like, do you have a social life? Do you have friends? Do you have other? I
Yes,
know you mentioned siblings.
I play in an adult volleyball league. I love it. Us guys get together once a week on a Saturday and we go out, and it's just a fun thing to do for us old timers. We get out there. We can't really move around much, but it keeps us moving and active, and that's what we do. I'm friends with the guys that I work with. We do monthly luncheons, you know, and I do a bowling league with my wife, Rita, and I'm not very good at it, but she loves it. So,
Mhm.
that's just what we do.
How supportive do you feel with the people in your life? Do you feel they're very supportive or in the middle or like less supportive?
I think that I have 110% support from my wife and my three children. But I think when it comes to my son and my daughter, I feel like they blame me, which I don't blame them. I mean, I feel like I am responsible for the reason they are the way they are. I feel like they look at me and they despise me as their father. But in, so that is something that I also have to come to terms with.
Okay. Um, I'd like to ask you about, do you have any cultural beliefs? Do you have that maybe could be relevant to your treatment? Like, was there any spiritually in your childhood or growing up?
I grew up in the church. We went to church every Sunday. That's just something that my family did. We did a lot of potluck dinners in the church. I tried to get my kids to go when they were young, but Rita didn't want to force it on the kids, which, each to their own. So we'd go for the holidays and stuff like that. But we believe in God and I believe in God, and that's just what it is.
Do you have any strengths, talents, skills, or any personal characteristics?
I make a good steak. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a good characteristics, but I believe that I am talkative. I believe that if I put my mind to it, I think I could get through this. I feel like, it's going to take a lot. It is going to take a lot strength to come out of this hole I feel like I'm in right now. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, you've been dealing with it since you were 15 years old, so I'm
yeah,
sure it's not something that will just happen overnight, you know?
yeah.
It will take time. How would you say you're feeling today?
Nervous, anxious, scared, um, very, very, I guess, uneasy. I was a bit nervous about coming in here. I've never been to therapy before, so there's definitely that skepticism.
And how would you say your sleeping patterns are? Do you sleep well? The normal, sleeping
Um,
too much, sleeping too little?
I feel like my sleeping patterns, they've been normal up until found this news out.
Okay.
Now I feel like I'm awake every 2, 3 hours.
And how would you describe like your energy level? Is it low, average, normal, high?
I just feel like I don't want to do anything. I just feel very like, I don't want to say fatigue is not even the word. I just don't want to do anything. I don't have the motivation. I just feel anxious all the time.
And I do have to ask you, have you ever been suicidal or have you ever attempted suicide
No,
or had any
no,
suicidal thoughts? No
no.
plans or none like that? Okay. And do you use or have you used any substances in the past?
I mean, weed, but that's it.
So it's just the alcohol right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mike, I feel like we've gotten a good assessment going. I was just wondering, how do you think the assessment went? Do you feel like this is something that you will continue to do, or
I feel like it's something that I need to do. I don't necessarily want to do it, but I feel like it's something that I should do. I need to do it. So,
okay? Well, if you're open to it, I would like for you to come back to another session so that we can start going over maybe looking into your the treatment plans for your alcoholism and you're going seeing ways we can help assist you with that, and any
Okay.
coping mechanisms or any, just this was just the assessment today. And I would love to meet with you again and we can further our treatment plan.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good. So we'll give you a call and we'll also send you a letter in the mail with your next appointment date once you set it up with our secretary, and we will go from there.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was very nice to meet you, Mike, and we'll talk soon.
You as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.